In this video, I'm going to show you how I made a dew heater for my camera lens. During 2024, as I was getting more and more into astrophotography and my imaging sessions were getting longer, I started running into the problem of moisture condensing on my lens. This issue became even more pronounced in winter because some nights the lens fogged up in less than an hour and I knew I had to do something with that. The solution I came up with is to use the dew heater. This device warms the surface of your lens or telescope just above the dew point, allowing you to continue shooting even during cold, moist nights. After looking at the price tags of the dew heaters available on the market, I calculated that making a dew heater myself will cost me more than 2 times less, so I went for it. Commercial 40cm dew heaters cost around €82, and I managed to create this one for half of that. Hadn't I struggled with designing the heater, I could have gotten the price to maybe €25. I wanted my dew heater to be powered off of my standard 10,000 mAh power bank I carry with me, so it had to be powered by the voltage of around 5 volts. My targeted power output was 6 volts, as are similarly sized dew heaters, and the length should be enough to wrap around my Tamron 18 to 200mm lens, which have 62mm lens filler thread. I wanted to make it a bit longer so that I could use it in the future after I buy a small epichromatic telescope or faster, that usually means bigger lens. The minimum required length was around 30cm to wrap it around my lens, with around 10cm for the velcros to overlap. In the end, I settled on 50cm length. My original idea was joining a bunch of resistors together, as I saw it on YouTube, but I couldn't find neither resistors on the internet because I needed a fairly unique resistance. Next, I figured out that if I increased the voltage to 12 volts, I could use the resistors I already have at home, but in the end, I ended up ordering a 20 ohm per meter resistor wire and small step-up converters. I wired it all, but still, I couldn't get it to work, so I thought the step-up converters were not good enough. But only after ordering a multiple expensive high-end step-up converters, I found out that the issue was that the power source couldn't provide that much current. So I decided to work with the original 5V power supply, or it was actually 4.84 volts, from my power bank, and ordered a 1.38 ohm per meter resistor wire in 2-meter length to provide power of around 6 watts. Folded in quarters, it provided me with the necessary length of 50cm. I used my old white phone charging cable and joined it using a screw terminal block with 1 3/4 of a meter and a diameter of 0.75mm cable. At the beginning of the cable, I put a 2.5 ohm potentiometer to regulate the output from 8.49 volts to 4.45 volts, with a medium power output of 5.84 volts. I used it in a 2-wire configuration. I joined the 1.75 long cable with resistive wire folded in quarters. I put a heat shrink tube around it to better isolate it. Next, I sewed in 900D/58T polyurethane WR-06 nylon and sewed a red velcro onto it. I covered all uninsulated wires in heat shrink tubing or electric tape. The only unfortunate thing is that the resistive wire has a diameter of 1mm, so it's fairly hard to wrap it around the lens. In the end, I recommend making your own dew heater, especially if you have background in electronics, because it's fairly easy and it saves you a lot of money.